Throughout human history, the clash of swords, the roar of cannons, and the deafening sound of bombs have echoed through the halls of time. From the first civilizations to modern times, war has been a constant companion of humankind, and it has left a clear mark on the course of history. Wars have brought down empires, redrawn maps, and shaped the lives of countless people. They stand as harsh reminders of the lasting ability for conflict that exists in our kind. This video looks into the history of war by exploring the causes, outcomes, and lasting legacies of some of the most important conflicts in human history. From old wars fought for land and resources to the idea-based conflicts of modern times, we will look at how war has changed over time. We will also study the deep and often sad impact these conflicts have had on societies, cultures, and the very fabric of human civilization. By understanding the history of war, we can gain a deeper appreciation for how fragile peace is. We can also start to understand the complex things that lead to conflict and the challenges in stopping future bloodshed. The echoes of past wars serve as a serious reminder of the human cost of war and the need to find peaceful ways to solve disagreements between nations. As we journey through the pages of history, we must face the harsh truths of war. It is a story of violence, destruction, and unbelievable suffering. But in the middle of the darkness, we also find glimmers of hope. We see amazing acts of bravery, strength, and kindness. And this reminds us of the lasting human spirit, even when facing unbelievable challenges. While the exact reasons for war are as different as the conflicts themselves, some basic things have always helped cause violence throughout history. At their heart, wars often start from basic disagreements over resources, land, power, and ideas. Fighting for scarce resources like good farmland, water sources, and raw materials has fueled countless conflicts throughout human history. From the old wars between Sumerian city-states over control of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers to today's disagreements about oil and mineral rights, getting access to vital resources has often been a key reason for conflict. Disagreements over land have also been a major cause of war for thousands of years. Nations and empires have fought over borders, important locations, and access to trade routes. The desire to expand one's own territory, secure important borders, or deny enemies key advantages has motivated countless military actions throughout history. The search for power and control has been another strong driver of conflict. Ambitious rulers and nations have often gone to war to expand their influence, gain control over rivals, and change the balance of power in their favor. The desire to build empires, prove that one's ideas are superior, or simply force one's will on others, has fueled many of history's most destructive wars. Finally, conflicts over ideas have become more and more important as causes of war in modern times. Differences in religious beliefs, political ideas, and cultural values have led to bitter conflicts and fueled extremist movements. The rise of nationalism, fascism, and communism in the 20th century shows the powerful and often destructive part that ideas can play in driving conflict between nations. The ancient world was a melting pot of war, where empires rose and fell based on the strength of their armies. From the fertile plains of Mesopotamia to the sun-drenched battlefields of ancient Greece, war played a huge role in shaping the political landscape and guiding the development of early civilizations. In Mesopotamia, the rise of powerful city-states like Sumer, Akkad, Babylon, and Assyria was closely tied to their military skill. These empires clashed many times over control of land, resources, and trade routes, and their conflicts shaped the political and cultural development of the region for centuries. Ancient Egypt, famous for its pharaohs, pyramids, and advanced civilization, also had a mighty military force. The Egyptians fought countless wars with their neighbors, securing their borders, expanding their influence, and gathered wealth and resources through conquest. In ancient Greece, warfare reached a new level of skill and fierceness. The rise of powerful city-states like Athens and Sparta led to a series of bloody conflicts, ending with the Peloponnesian War, a struggle that lasted for decades and left Greece worn out and open to outside attacks. Rome's rise from a small city-state to a huge empire stretching from the British Isles to the Middle East was a testament to its military strength. The Roman legions, known for their discipline, organization, and smart tactics, conquered vast lands, subdued countless peoples, and built an empire that would leave a lasting legacy on Western civilization. The fall of the Roman Empire in the 5th century marked the beginning of a new era in warfare. As Europe moved into the early Middle Ages, central power crumbled, leading to a broken-up feudal system where local lords and knights held a lot of military power. Warfare in this period was often marked by smaller fights between rival feudal lords over land, resources, and local power. Knights, who were heavily armored warriors on horseback, ruled the battlefield, with fights often decided by their individual skill, bravery, and the quality of their gear. However, larger conflicts, driven by religious excitement, family ambitions, and the desire to expand territory, also broke out. The Crusades, a series of religious wars between Christians and Muslims for control of the Holy Land, showed the religious passion and military ambition that marked this era. In the East, the rise of Islam in the 7th century brought about a new age of warfare. Muslim armies, inspired by their faith, swept across North Africa, the Middle East, and into Europe, building vast empires and spreading their religion and culture. The Battle of Tours in 732, where Frankish forces stopped the Muslim advance into Europe, was a turning point in history, shaping the religious and cultural landscape of Europe for centuries to come. The late Middle Ages saw the rise of new military technologies and tactics that would change warfare. The development of gunpowder and firearms, combined with the growing complexity of siege warfare, slowly wore down the dominance of mounted knights and paved the way for the rise of professional armies and the centralized nation-states of the early modern period.